Okay. Let's do this. Hey there, welcome back.
Well, last night was a fun ride.
Yeah, things got bad.
That was quite a bit. I didn't know what the fuck I was getting myself into.
Also, here's a disclaimer. I uninstalled the game in my own free time, in between the recordings, and I went back to the first playthrough and got all the CGs right quick.
So, after my small joking and expectations were strangely met in a weird mean way, and we got the hanging around route, I went to bed drunk and kind of slept on a lot of things. And then today we woke up, we kind of dicked around. I did small amount of research without really spoiling myself too much, and now we're going for, the official ending?
I'm going for true ending, yeah.
Yeah, we're going for the true ending right here.
We're going to get Best Girl.
We're going to skip through the meats of it, which most people might not like, but...
We're not skipping through anything, you're fucking drunk.
What are you talking about?
Just start the game. This is playthrough 2, fuckboy. It's different. You don't even know.
No, I mean, like, we kind of went through all the CG and shit. Oh, well, Jesus Christ. I have no idea what's going to be going on from here. I see I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children.
Also, 1 second. I'm going to be keeping this pulled up the entire time.
Is that on recording?
Yeah, it's on recording. I'm recording the window.
Oh, okay.
That way we can have nice, beautiful things like this pop up.
Yeah, for...
Oh, man. Or this one where it's just fucking delete her. She doesn't exist anymore. Oh, no, she's gone.
Yeah, she's completely just... Oh, shit.
Oh, liberals. Oh, no. Alright, back to the game.
Yeah, one of the things I wanted to learn about this, I don't recommend anyone really looking into it, but if you're going to play the game, you should have it in program files open, just for shits and giggles. Just to see what happens. It's fun. It's really fun. And you know the kind of friend you never seen yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. And we used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. So I'm a dick like before. But she's gonna chase after me like this. I almost feel better off running away.
Who's gonna chase after you?
However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking together to school. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Alright, so Sari's just gone. She's just officially fucking gone, and I don't even know who she is anymore, I'm guessing. Let's see, it's an ordinary day as ever, and it's over before I know it. And after I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hiroshima?
Oh, Monica?
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here in your classroom.
Yeah.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year, as I learned. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic, and basically completely out of my league, like I've said before. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little, what did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers.
I guess you could check the closet. You know, you're in the debate club, right?
Haha, about that. I actually quit the debate club.
Oh, really? You quit?
Yeah, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs.
I've heard you say that before.
Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
That sounds really familiar. And, well, what did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that part of the RNG?
Who knows?
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
I mean, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature could be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga's literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Marcus say she?
Hey, Hiroshima. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess.
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least come to my club, it would make me really happy. Please.
There's no cupcakes this time, is there? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse, and besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I'll check it out, maybe.
Oh god, I'm dying. You're really sweet.
It's nothing. It really isn't.
Shall we go then?
Maybe.
I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile.
No regrets.
I timidly follow Monica across the school, and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Eh?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A guest?
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, black man. But anyway, welcome to the club, Hiroshima.
All words escape me in this situation. Man, this club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a black man.
Anyway, this is Natsuki. Interjake as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki.
Also, pay attention to the background and shit while you play through this.
Yeah, it's nice to meet the both of you. Well, I mean, I tried to. Like, I was wondering if the posters actually had anything interesting, but I really can't tell from this distance.
Yeah, there's nothing yet. Just pay attention.
So
I ran into Hiroshima in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. And Nagasaki. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Hiroshima?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature.
Especially if I already read these lines before.
You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal with their stereotypes. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Oh, Jesus Christ, I've gone through all of this before. What's going on?
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
She's doing a bit more forward this time.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
I believe she said the exact same.
I think she was more timid last time through.
I don't know. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Those were the same lines,
So,
though.
Hiroshima, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Yeah, fuck you. I mean, I can change that. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Let me guess, it's hard.
Let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading and what I've already read before. Oh, damn it, why do I keep doing this?
You're retarded.
Look, if it wasn't for me, I always keep clicking history, but it's a meme at this point. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way in her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not cookies.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological element. What the fuck's a cookie?
Who's Cookie?
Shinzi, what the fuck's a cookie?
Who's Cookie?
Look, I know it's amazing writers and all that, blah blah blah. What the fuck's a cookie? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Oh, I've read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock or a wall.
I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Oh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right. Oh my god, I'm having a stroke. That's right. You usually have to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
Yeah, something like that.
What?
What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting.
You son of a bitch.
Looks like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it. And give that back.
Fine, fine.
Don't you steal people's shit. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. You know, why do you care? I think that's pretty impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like him. Oh, not very confident of a writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. It's totally original. I didn't take it from anyone else. It's mine.
What is it? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Ah! I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all.
She became a lot more man when she had that realization.
I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Hiroshima?
Maybe. There is still a problem.
What the fuck you want?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
I'm sorry.
Fuck you. Yeah? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Hiroshima. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members.
Oh, this is different.
If we don't find one more member before the festival...
Oh. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Alright. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Hiroshima?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
Man, fuck.
And I love horror. So thanks. Hiroshima, I'm so happy. We can become the official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
You haven't been for a while.
Okay, everyone. Oh god, I'm dying again. Oh, Jesus Christ, help me. Everyone remember tonight's assignment.
Oh, that smells like shit. God damn it. What the fuck?
Sorry, I'm dying.
Ugh. Hiroshima all over
Write a
again.
poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Hiroshima, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Giggling.
Yeah, sure. I really impressed the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I mean, I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
And then I walked home on my own. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight.
Yes.
A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time.
Those are all random, by the way. Pleasure. Crimson.
Okay.
Infallible. Or disaster, either one, doesn't matter. Destiny, suicide. No, not suicide. No, not unrequited. Unending.
What would happen if I click suicide? Since
No,
that's
nothing.
stories?
It does nothing. Just unending.
Vertigo?
Existence or unrestrained. Let's do disarray. Judgment or atone. Incongruent. Graveyard. Uncontrollable.
Determination?
Whirlwind or determination, either one. Infinite. Intellectual or melancholy. Fester. Defeat. Frightening or effulgent. Ambient. Misfortune. Broken.
Whoa. I didn't finish my poem.
Oh, Broken was one of hers. Hi again, Hiroshima. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
I don't remember coming to school today. This might be a little strange for me, but, you know, I keep my word. I'm back at the Literature Club. Things are really fucking weird. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, Jesus.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Hiroshima.
Oh, God.
Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Yeah. Oh, please. Is the music distorting too? I'm pretty sure it is.
Just keep going. Turn it down a bit.
A little bit down?
Yeah. Well, we don't want our mic picking it up.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to listen out for the sound to see if it's fucking up too. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know if you plan to just come and hang out or what. But, if you don't take us seriously, then you won't be seeing the end of it. Hey. Mitsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Hiroshima. Make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
I was wondering why I was having some weird sense of vertigo.
Because it's tilted.
Yeah, I know. No, it's tilting. Like, it's doing it slowly, and it's making me dizzy. Oh, god damn it. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed gun.
Now that you're in the club and all, God, that was fucking me up. Perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
It's throwing me off. I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Oh, wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
I want to try to be a part of this club too, you know? So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick the book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I
I
just
just felt like, well, as vice president and all.
This is really fucking me up. I don't like this.
Is it resetting or is it just sticking there now? Oh, now it's zooming in. What the fuck? It's zooming in now.
Yeah.
He reaches her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Yeah. Oh! Thank God. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is obviously already buried in the book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book, and it looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. Fuck. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine.
My eyes are still trying to adjust from that.
If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place.
Yeah, when I was trying to talk to you, everything was going out of focus.
What do you mean going out of focus, Nick? What are you talking about?
Nothing.
I mean, she seems pretty in focus right now, right?
What the fuck? What's going on? Wait, is it floating away? Yeah, her eyeball's just kind of moving. Alright. That book you gave me, right? I didn't even notice that happened. What the fuck is going on?
What's going on? Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
I see. Is her hair slowly turning a different shade of purple?
Who knows? Keep going.
Just the aesthetics are throwing me off. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's the story about anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov, and there's an ominous-looking eye symbol in the front cover.
Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped in there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to. That may be a bit of a spoiler.
I don't remember that from last time.
But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
Well, I'm glad the cover is the actual cover, not your eyeball. That's kind of it's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Also, that was not the dark turn that she told me about last time.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Hiroshima?
No, it's not that, and I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and recluse on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just this kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective.
I swear to God, the saturation of her entire character has been, like, raised.
When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything, I'm just really confused.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's, I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it.
Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to.
God
That
damn.
is reading in company with someone.
Fucking world is turning again. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
Open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel a presence over the shoulder as my read, and it's not particularly bad. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye, and I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
I'm sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat.
Yuri, you say sorry quite a bit, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy, and once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold open the book. Oh, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Yuri takes her left hand and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Oh, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page, Yuri slides it out under her thumb after it flips to her side, but in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? You turn the page?
Oh yeah, sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted. Glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, sure, cool.
This is
Thanks.
the first fucking day.
We continue reading, and Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange, my thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
No, I don't like this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way that she second-guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
I don't remember that. Something else.
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came to my head. Is that an actual book?
What was it called again?
It's like Markov something.
Nothing's gonna ever keep me down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep me down. You're the best around.
Jesus Christ! You are fucking retarded.
Are you feeling alright? So this exchange has been a little bit different than the last time. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Mary puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What the fuck?
Hiroshima? Did something happen just now?
A little. I have no idea. I'm not sure. Shit's weird right now.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. worried about her?
Oh, not really. Who cares? I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing at all, I promise.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, but it's nothing alarming.
Okay, you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
What? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip back into my bag. I should start with Monica. She doesn't seem to lose her fucking shit.
Hi, Hiroshima. Having a good time so far?
I guess. It's kind of weird.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have suggestions for the club, like new activities, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. You know, I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Hiroshima. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Hiroshima. I was going ooh in my head while reading it.
I remember from last
It's really
time.
metaphorical.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, eh? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean it like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming out a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly, door opens.
Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Alright, let's read it then.
It's a continuation of the very first poem.
Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there, and he's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. It's very freeform.
Because the first one, she realized that she wasn't the main character. She was the one being looked in on, but he wasn't looking at her.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. There's a lot of poems that are putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. I've been influenced by poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening.
Okay. That's interesting. Alright, I guess we go with Yuri now. Hey again, Yuri. What's going on? You had a weird spasm and I didn't get it. As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Oh, what was that?
Whoa? Did I say that out loud?
Tim Allen voiceovers. Yuri just covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's gonna hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
She takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? The use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Let's say I've been having a lot of practice. It's a huge compliment coming from me, though. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
She trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. The most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate.
This conversation is kind of being incoherent right now.
In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and how they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that got into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That's can keep it a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's cool, whatever. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts on the process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity to her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Same thing.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
What took you a long time to read?
I mean, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. It's been kind of normal for a while.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Hiroshima.
It's gonna be something metaphorical or whatever.
Well, I suppose I only did glance at it, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences into it. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Fucking fast like a piece of shit.
Look,
In this
man,
case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically played to a ghost.
I'm just bored.
Lingering in her last remember, comfort, whatever, skip it.
That's solemn. You know, whatever. That's impressive.
Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I'd probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
Ah,
I don't remember last time you were telling me that my work was exceptional. And also, again, that conversation was...
it got disjointed.
Yeah, it was kind of fucked up.
It went between what she wanted to say and what she's supposed to say.
Yeah.
I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Hiroshima.
Ah, me too. I'm gonna do what's best for me. Okay. Huh? Hiroshima, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then you need to get the fuck home. What? That's harsh, man. What the fuck? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort in this? I mean, do you think I'm fucking stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. I mean, we all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Alright, that's fair. Well, teach their own. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid.
Yeah.
I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I mean, I kinda like it.
Hold on. I want to check something. See if there's any changes in the program files. There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisting mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I chose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot.
Who the fuck used that phrase, there's a little devil inside all of us? Was that Monica?
I think so.
Because I can't remember if it was Monica or Sori that said that.
No changes there. Nothing. Nope.
Wouldn't you be able to tell?
Yeah, by the age. Alright. Well, that was a fun little read.
I am. Technically, I could skip this for some reason.
Skip it then.
Oof. Man, I hate that. It's bullshit. Alright, well, it's time to, fuck around. Anyway, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up
Try to
getting
get to the
myself
news,
into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook, and my eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange...
Oh no, it's time.
Oh no. I watch their expressions change. Natsuki gets pissed. Yuri seems depressed. What the fuck? Is that Japanglagese?
Eh? Did you say something?
I said, was that Japanglagese, bitch? Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Why would that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
1 second.
Whatever.
No, slow down. This is different, actually.
By how much?
Just keep going.
I'm just getting to the part where, it's going to be
Excuse
different.
me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Hiroshima liked my poem too, He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member.
Eh? That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Hiroshima appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Whoa, what the fuck? Are you that full of yourself?
No. I was full of myself. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Fucking bitch. You know what? I was the one whose boob magically grew a size bigger as soon as Hiroshima started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't fucking involve you.
My god, bitch. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Who's talking? Who's talking? You wanna be edgy, bitch?
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know?
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Oh, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? What the fuck?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself?
Whoa, what the fuck?
What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Hiroshima hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here.
Hiroshima, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
Yuri.
What the fuck? I didn't even get a read.
Keep looking, Yuri.
I don't wanna go on.
Click Yuri again. Down.
Can I
click it? Click Monica's chat box down there. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes.
I don't know, you did break the fourth wall.
But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'll be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they were done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Hiroshima, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica.
Yeah. You can go first, Monica. I like to stay a little bit longer. Ugh. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Hiroshima. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understanding. No. Yeah, graveyard.
What?
Click graveyard.
That's what I was gonna do.
Alright.
Rain Cloud?
No. You want to hit unrestrained or infinite? You want to hit tragedy or destiny? Contamination or inferno? Ruined, effulgent, dark, frightening, fickle or disorientated. Uncontrollable, melancholy, lust, suicide. No, not suicide. Not parfait. Not sparkle.
Anxiety?
You want anxiety? Yeah. You're gonna want unending
Climax.
existence, fester, philosophy, imagination. That's a tough one. Fuck, this is a tough one.
I'm going with either of these two.
Alright, YOLO it. Okay, good. You nailed it.
Oh, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. So, that last fight was pretty fucking intense, man. They were getting pretty serious there, and that conversation got a lot harsher than what we recalled.
Welcome back, Hiroshima.
Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me, or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. I'm speechless. Yuri glances over his shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri. Oh, that's you.
Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologize. You don't have to worry that much. Even though I've only been here for a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems, you know? But whatever it was, it didn't make me feel anything less for you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Hiroshima. Don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... Sorry, what am I saying now? I just...
Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
Eh?
Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it's nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But...
I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that, you know?
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Yeah. You're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still in trial, though. Whoa, what the fuck? Why? Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super late. Ah, there you are. Oh.
Hey,
I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet.
Oh.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Hiroshima.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Hiroshima. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
Yeah, sure. I plan on it.
Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to... I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
It's cool. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and then pulls out a copy of her book out of her bag.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thank you very much. There's one thing that can make me reading time here any better. Make me reading time any better. Fucking kill me. Cup of tea! Not to mention for yourself as well.
Cookie. Yuri stands
Who's
up and
Cookie?
makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch her as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Cookie, especially because her long
Who the
legs.
fuck is Cookie?
Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. I just realized something. I didn't leave with her to go get water, and also, that scene, if I recall, we all had chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
God damn it, there's no chocolate. There's no cupcakes. Everything's bad. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. It's also right down the hall. You could look out the window and see it. What the hell is holding her up? I'm just bored and waiting here, and I decided to go after her and see what's up. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri?
Yeah.
Oh. Would you look at that?
And none of it ever happened. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently and not coming out of the classroom. Hiroshima, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very well.
I'm just gonna act like I'm really confused and brain dead at this point for my character, because, you know, they're kind of fucking with his mental ability right now.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this, don't you?
No? I shouldn't do any less than when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything.
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
That's awesome. You know, just don't push yourself.
You're always worrying about me, Hiroshima. It's very endearing.
That's, Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Hiroshima, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I hear you with my back against the wall, rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why.
It's most likely because my
Your posture? Always hunched over?
yes, I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor.
Should we check the program files real quick?
Do it. Yep, that's new. I can't do anything, nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? You can close it up there with the X mark.
It's just easier to do that.
That's the only new thing. Click the character file real quick.
I'm just gonna be sure.
Will you?
God damn it.
Okay, nothing new. We've read the rest already.
Yeah, it'd say that these folders were modified too if anything was put into them.
Yeah, they've been modified since this morning.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Oh, some chocolates. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with tea. Yuri, I guess we won't explain how I got magical chocolate. Alright, same, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me a teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. I'm a silly bastard. I'm covered in chocolate.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
Oh yeah, that is true. I am Chocolate Man. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands.
You can always tell if it's new content because it'll be unskippable. This is unskippable.
Yeah.
She holds it so that I don't have any hard of a time reading from it.
But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it.
Eh?
Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Hiroshima?
Sorry, I didn't mean that. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't...
That music. Or
Hiroshima?
Or lack of. Suddenly Yuri forcibly grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
Hiroshima? My heart won't stop pounding, Hiroshima. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Hiroshima?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest.
Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop.
Look at those eyeballs.
It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you.
Very... very human-like. I don't like this.
Oh,
hey, Monica, what's up?
How to share poems.
Oh, thank God. Let's talk to Monica. She seems safe.
Hiroshima, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see.
Well, what the fuck do you mean, Monica?
I didn't want to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of fucked up? She even brings a different one to school every day like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you kept your distance, that would probably be for the best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend more time with me. Put it lightly, I at least have it together in my head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful. It's all fucked up. There's letters gone. Flashing. Expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop, violent, grating. Holy shit, this is all different. Like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage.
Go down, there's more, I think.
Delete her.
Go to the program files again real quick. Program files.
Yeah, I know. Just...
Wrong one. There we go. Anything from 11 o'clock? Doesn't look like it.
Nope.
Alright. Well, click characters again real quick. Let's see if there's anything new. That's not right.
Damn it.
Nope. Alright.
No, because the folder would have said it's been modified.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monty's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything? That's my advice for today.
I don't like this game anymore.
Thanks for listening.
I really don't like this game anymore.
Anime pussy, anime